Ditch the clocks and deadlines. Time is ours to define. In this world that's all mine, we let our spirits shine. Binging with benefits. Sisters watching flicks. It's the perfect fit. Binging with benefits.
I don't know why you said, alrighty, let's record. And then I was like, all that time spent alone in my tower. It's still just in my head. I can't help it.
It's a good song.
It's so annoying. It's so good, but it's so annoying. Like, you know how you listen. Oh, hi. First of all, we're recording. Hi.
We're like, oh, there's people in the room. Whoopsie. Hi.
Oh, hello. Welcome. This is Binging with Benefits. I'm Jess.
I'm Becca.
And this is Binging with Benefits, and you're joining us mid-conversation because I literally started the conversation mid-conversation because that's just how my brain works. So
that's how ADHD works.
That's so sorry. So sorry, babe. I was telling Becca before this, I must have seen a video on social this morning that had that song in the background, and I didn't realize it because it's been stuck in my head, and I literally haven't listened to that album in I don't know how long. It's been a couple months, I think, at this point. Because, yeah, like yesterday, I was not listening to pop music. I was listening to my high school, I thought I was cool emo music yesterday.
Oh, okay. Wait, give me a taste. What's like top 3 songs?
Oh, gosh. Let's see. My Chemical Romance was on heavy rotation yesterday. So I'm not okay. No, I'm not okay. I'm not okay.
I love that song. That is a good banger to like scream in the car.
100%. Like, and this is what I mean. I was literally just talking to my coworker about this because we're going into another tangent here, but do you expect anything else? No.
I know. Can you keep up?
That's the real question. This is Binging with Benefits. Tagline: can you keep up? Most of the time, if I'm not in meetings, like I'm sitting at my desk and everyone's got their headphones in listening to something. And there was one day my coworker, like a few desks down, was just like, yo, what am I supposed to listen to right now? And I was like, I'm literally struggling with the same thing. I keep bouncing around because nothing is hitting right. And then we both landed on my playlist, I thought I was cool high school emo playlist, because I was like talking through all the things that was on that. But anyways, but yeah, like there's something about that music. Like I was talking to my other friend, Kristen, shout out Kristen, love you so much, miss you, get together soon, a couple years ago now, about how there is something with psychology of like listening to the music that you were listening to in high school. Like it's comforting in a way, and I'm gonna butcher it. Kristen, reach out and tell me what the thing is, because I remember being like, oh my gosh, that makes so much sense for where I'm at in my life, because I was heavy rotation nostalgia vibes at that point.
Okay, wait. No, so that's actually interesting because a friend of mine shared a song with me, Metro Station.
Oh my gosh. Now I'm going to look that up.
Yeah. Oh, shake it.
Shake, 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 shake it. Which also Miley Cyrus's brother.
And Mitchell Musso's brother.
Yeah. So Hannah Montana emo style.
No, literally. But yeah, no, they shared that song with me and I was like, oh my gosh. Like I had like the That's So Raven moment where it just like goes into your eyes and you're like, whoa. And then I was like, wow, I need to find my old mix CDs. And then I was like, wait, I should just add all that onto Spotify. And then I was obsessed with Paramore. I still am.
Yes,
obsessed with Paramore.
We have quoted Paramore on this podcast and cried at lyrics. So
for sure. Like obsessed, like, and I'm talking, I got Hayley Williams's haircut multiple times.
She did. Obsessed. This is true. I forgot about this.
Multiple times I got her haircut. Yeah.
Yes. And I feel like she could also be attributed like to the fact that you changed your hair color so much. Becca
for sure.
I've always been jealous about this about Becca, is that she was just like so unapologetically changing her hair color based on whatever she wanted, like pink, blue, red, gray, white, like blonde. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. And now that I'm older, I'm like, did I miss that? I think I might have missed that opportunity. I'll get wigs.
Some really good wigs from Amazon.
There we go.
No, it's funny. Sorry. People used to joke with me and say, oh, wow, your boyfriend must be so lucky because he has a new girlfriend like every week. And I'm like, joke's on you. I don't have a boyfriend.
See, and my brain went to, people have said that to me, Becca, but not because of my hair, just because I'm a freaking Gemini. And it's true, because we can go from I'm gonna riff with you and we're gonna go high and we're gonna like be fun, but then the next minute I'd be like, when was the last time you cried? Like,
No, literally. Oh my god.
Anyways.
Yesterday. Yeah.
daily occurrence, babe. Daily occurrence. And that's on being a Cancer and a Cancer moon.
I was listening to Paramore on the way home from work, feeling the you know, and I was like, this music just like pumps you up. The juices are flowing. Like I can feel the adrenaline already, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. Like, anyway.
Ooh, because there are some things, it fuels a little bit of like angst in you that like spurs movement, not just like not like inactive angst. It like spurs like decision in a way. Oh, but speaking of spurring decision, I signed up for something recently, and I told Becca about this, but now I want to talk about it a little bit more on the pod. Since moving out and getting divorced and all of that, I was like, okay, I'm settled in my home. I'm kind of like figuring things out and like trying to prioritize like different tasks and like setting up my life, right? And I realized like I still feel like I'm not doing the thing I felt like I was going to do on the other side of this, right? And one of the things that I really was like, oh, I really want to like, I don't know, I want to meet people. I want to go out and meet people and try new experiences. And like, I live in a great area to be able to do that, like to meet people who think like me, who have a lot of the similar interests that I do. I've actually been following this account for a few years now, and then it came up on my feed again. And this is Time Left, the Time Left app. And basically what you do is you pay like small service fee and you take a personality test, and then they host dinners in your area where they match you up with 5 different strangers and you go to dinner. And you don't know, like they have dates on their calendar and you can sign up for what date and time works for your schedule, but you don't know where you're going and who you're going with till the day before. I am so excited. I signed up. It was like, this was like a 3 a.m. decision because your girl is struggling with sleep lately. And I was like, you know what? Screw this. I'm going to do this. So I signed up, and it's coming up this week in a few days. So I'll have to report back and see how it goes. I'm excited right now. I'm sure I'll get really nervous and like anxious. I think it'll be good. We're trying new things. We need to figure out ways to like bring that back. But anyways, I'm really excited for it. So I'll have to tell you guys about it when we record next.
I'm excited to hear about it. Not even just the social aspect of like meeting new people would make me nervous, but the fact of like, I don't know where it is gives me anxiety.
Believe me, this was a very specific mindset I had to be in to do this, because that was what stopped me from doing it for a very long time. Was like, I don't like that uncertainty, but I'm trying. We talked about this before. It was my benefit a couple of weeks ago of just like the idea of just letting life surprise you. And so I'm trying so hard to lean into that. I will say there is an option for you to bring a +1 if you wanted to. I thought about it, but I was like, okay, my first few I'm going to do by myself. And then I thought, okay, and then I'm going to bring Becca. Like, I'm going to have Becca come and do this too. Yeah. So like there is ways for you to do it where you're going with somebody that you do know to help ease you into it. But I'm going to challenge myself and I'm going to go completely blind.
Wow, I'm excited to hear about this. And it's funny because those types of things, you're just like so anxious and like, oh, should I? And then you go and you do the thing, and then you get home and you're like, why was I ever nervous? Like that was really fun. Yeah,
I know. And it's like that with anything new that I do. It really truly is. You know, there's things that help me get out of that mindset early so I can go do it, but a lot of the time it's really just pushing through it and just doing it.
Yeah.
And then because like you said, then you've done and you're like, I had so much freaking fun. Why was I nervous? It's like that every time you go on a first date with somebody. We talked about this with doing your photography. Like you get nervous about it, even though it's something you've done and you know you enjoy. But until you do the thing, you're like, okay, this sucks. But then it feels great. Do I look naked right now, by the way? I'm realizing the mic is covering my shirt a little bit and I'm wearing a tank top and my hair is in front. I don't really know what to do, so I don't, but like...
That's so funny.
I'll let you guys wonder for a little bit.
This ain't that kind of show, girlfriend.
This ain't that kind of show. This ain't an OF. But have we thought about it? Well, update me on your life, and then I have something I want to do with you real quick.
So yesterday we were at Trader Joe's, and me and Mom were at Trader Joe's.
Yay.
And we were looking at the card section.
Yeah.
And it's just this little kiosk thing. We're looking through the cards, and then all of a sudden this man comes behind us. He's just kind of standing there. I'm completely ignoring him because I'm like, I can tell that
because
he's
it's
waiting
a man
for...
and Becca's ignoring him. Sorry, if I have to say it.
Let's be real. That was true.
Becca's like, I'm not giving a man the time of day.
No. Excuse me. You don't pay my bills. You're just some guy in Trader Joe's. Yes, we're looking through the cards, whatever. And he kind of just like weasels his way in and looks through the cards. The way that this is set up, it's in between two things. So there's not really room for three people to be looking through cards. He's like, oh, sorry, I just gotta grab a little birthday card. And he's like looking through, putting them back and whatever. And I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking, sir, we're all just looking at cards.
We're all doing that. Welcome to Earth.
Yeah. No, it was so funny. It reminded me of 30 Rock. If you have not seen that show, you absolutely need to. It's actually the pilot episode. It is like one of the first scenes. Liz Lemon, who is played by Tina Fey.
God bless. We love her.
Yes. So Liz Lemon is in line to get a hot dog at one of these carts. She's maybe second or third in line. There's people behind her. Anyway, some guy comes up and stands next to this very long line and, is ordering a hot dog. She's just like, no, hold on. What are you doing? And he's like, oh, so I'm just getting a hot dog. And she's like, we're all getting hot dogs.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, there's two lines. And she goes, no, there's one. You think you're the only genius that got into the other line? Like, yes.
Oh my gosh. I've seen that episode a million times because like I said, I started it a million times again.
It's so good.
It's so good. And it's so true.
Yeah, it's just so funny because it's like, well, I'm just getting a hot dog. We're all getting hot dogs. I don't know what you think you're doing. Because like I was just like, oh my gosh, here's that scene IRL. that just flashed in my head. I was just like, oh my gosh, this is happening right now.
Like when art imitates life.
I know, it was so funny.
Yeah, that's life for us right now. But I have something I want to do with Becca real quick. She has no
I have no idea what's happening. So
she has no idea what's happening. So another account that I started following actually because of another coworker, because if there's one thing you know about your girl is your girl loves a question and she loves unhinged questions. And so I was talking to my coworker about this and she was like, then you would love this account. So this account is called Flamingo App Reels on Instagram. I think it's an app or like a game of sorts because she said that she's done it with her husband and her family. It's just random questions and all they post are a series of questions for you to ask in different circumstances or to ask specific people. And 4 days ago, they posted a series of 5 funny questions to ask your sister.
Oh, okay.
And so I was like, this is perfect. I have some questions that I'm going to ask Becca. If you want, I can answer them for you as well. I haven't looked at these very carefully. I literally just said 5 questions to ask your sister and went, save. Do you want to do this?
Oh, I'm so ready. Yep, let's do it.
Okay. If someone asked you why I'm hard to live with, what would you say? Most of the questions you're asking people that like know you really well that are, if we roast each other, we roast each other.
Because we lived together obviously through childhood, but then I think we moved out like 18. I think I would have been 14.
21 or something.
Or 21. So then I would have been like 8. Yeah. So I would have been like 18, 17, 18. Yeah. We lived together again, like maybe the last year or two. I think, let's see.
You can't offend me. Let's preface that. We are emotional babies, but you will not offend me. I promise. I'm doing this purely for the bit.
Okay. I'm like trying to filter out what I'm doing.
I know you are. So
I know. I think what makes you hard to live with is when you're dating.
I mean, yes.
Dating in general is just really difficult and emotionally taxing. That's not to say that makes you hard to live with. I think it's just like
it's hard to be around.
The ups and downs of dating.
I get it.
Yeah.
Yes. 100% understand. I know I'm hard to live with when I'm dating. Like I feel that way about myself.
and I mean that from like a place of like it's hard to watch. The ups, yay, awesome, but like the downs, I'm just like, oh man, okay. Part of me wants to fix it, but I'm like, I literally can't and shouldn't.
I totally get it. I think for you, my answer is a little similar too, because it's like it's the not the dating, but like when you're struggling, I want to fix it so bad. When you're having a hard time and like you want to talk about it, I'm like, she needs to figure this out for herself. I can be here and like be supportive and like talk her through it.
Both of us being like trying to be a peacemaker in each other's lives.
Exactly. As we're recovering people pleasers, and we're trying not to.
No, and you know what? That's interesting actually, is the basis is what makes us both hard to live with is us wanting to fix the other's problems.
Yes.
Which is so interesting. It's not necessarily that you're hard to live with. It's like that I want to fix all the problems
interesting.
Because
this
I'm living
like...
with you. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Ooh, therapy.
If I showed up at your door at 2 a.m., what would you guess had happened to me?
Oh, wow. I think it'd have to be something in line with dating.
I thought so. I knew you were going to go there. She's like, Jessica's crashing out.
Yeah, I think that would be it.
Just like a crash out, like not something bad happened to me on a date.
Yeah, maybe just a crash out.
I think for you, if you showed up at my door at 2 a.m., well, because this is where my brain goes, I would think something horrible happened, like something happened to mom and pop. Or I would think that you got locked out and you didn't have anywhere else to go.
Sounds about right.
And maybe if there wasn't like electronic ways to get into the house, then this would be more common for you. But I don't know like why that's my brain. My brain would go like, oh, she got locked out. I don't know.
That's so funny. That actually just happened to Dallin, our brother.
What?
Did you not hear about this? Oh my God.
No.
Okay. So Dallin, our brother, he's married and has 3 kids. They went to go look at Christmas lights. So it's nighttime. And they get back and their garage door is not opening. And they do not have physical keys. And the kids are there and it's like a school night. And then they used a locksmith to actually get into the door. But anyway, it was just so funny because, carry a key with you. That always drives me insane when roommates would just, I would go to bed.
Yeah.
I'm locking the door. I'm so sorry. I'm locking the door. Like, I don't need to explain myself. We need to deadbolt the door. But my roommates would always get so upset with me because they're like, why are you locking the door? Like, I don't have my key. And they would call me at like 11 o'clock, midnight, whatever, 1 a.m.
Bring your keys with you.
That is literally not my responsibility.
That's literally safety. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry you weren't taught that, but that is literally safety.
Yeah, I'm home alone. I'm going to bed. I'm locking the door. I don't know. You just need to carry a key. You have your car keys. Just add the key.
Just add the key. No, seriously. Like I have always been, I don't know where I picked this up. Just being a woman. Hello. Hashtag being a woman. Anytime, I don't care if I'm home alone. I don't care if I'm home with somebody. I lock the door every single time I close that door because you never know. My door is always locked.
No, absolutely.
It's 2026. In this cultural climate,
I'm trying to say it without saying it, but basically it's like, oh, we're going to take over Greenland now, because we want to. That's the mentality. We're locking our doors.
So sorry. We're going to lock our door. If you had to brag about me to a stranger, what would you say?
Oh, that's a good one. Okay. I would say that you're very emotionally intelligent. You're very aware of the people around you, very thoughtful and smart. You're very witty. Like we come up with like good comebacks and like conversation, but also you're just really quick. Like you come up with solutions very quickly. Anyway, that's
sweet.
What I would say.
Gotcha. This is all a ploy for you to tell me good things about me.
You're like, keep going.
Keep going. Tell me everything. Well, thank you. I would say, first of all, Becca's hilarious. Like you can't not laugh when you're with her. I would also say the same thing about you, that you're just so quick. Like there's how many times are we having a conversation or something happens and Becca has come up with, she is so fast. I don't know how you do it. Like I honestly, when I'm around you, I'm like, dang, I need to be quicker. Like how did you get to that punchline faster than me?
so funny.
But also, like, Becca is incredibly empathetic. She's just so understanding of like everything around her and the people around her. If you need someone who's going to understand what you're going through, regardless of what you're going through, like, Becca's your girl. And then also, she's so creative. I feel like there's not anything creative that Becca can't do. Like,
Oh, I love that. Well, thanks. That's awesome.
that's the Flamingo app reels on Instagram.
I love that.
Do you want to hear more unhinged things?
I am so ready, honestly.
I was like, okay, I know it's my turn to tell Becca a movie tomorrow. And I was like, what am I going to do? And then I remembered this movie, Megan. Megan, the movie, came out in 2022. So it's recent, but there is a second one as well that came out last year. And I still haven't seen that.
I haven't either. Well, obviously.
I know. It's on Peacock. Let's set the scene properly. This was marketed as a horror movie. It is not a horror movie. It's a hidden comedy. It's like them making fun of horror movies in a way.
Oh my gosh, I had no idea. Okay.
Okay, so you have to know that going into this. I wish I could explain it properly. It does it in such a way that, like, it feels meta. Like, your brain starts looking for these things where you go into it thinking it's a horror, and then you're like, oh, that's like so typical. Oh, that's so typical. That's funny. And you start clocking the things that they're doing, that it's like, they're making fun of themselves in a very serious way.
Oh, I love this. Okay. I'm so excited.
It starts with a commercial for this weird Furby Labubu mix.
Ew.
A weird little thing, but it's like a Furby. You interact with this toy through your iPad.
So it's Tamagotchi.
It's like a Tamagotchi, Furby, and Labubu had a baby together.
That's so funny. Okay.
So it's like an actual physical toy that's like hairy and got weird eyes and weird teeth and stuff. Like, it's a creepy looking doll. But it starts with this commercial and it's like it even poops. What? I don't know what it poops, but it does poop something. Okay. This toy, there's no way, if it existed in real life, there's no way this wouldn't be recalled immediately. Like, there's no way. But this is like a wildly popular toy. You cold open into this commercial that's like typical 2000s toy commercial. Okay. We then go into the car with the parents and the little girl. And the little girl's in the back seat with her iPad, and then she's got this toy next to her. It's snowing. It's crazy. They're trying to go on a ski trip. They're kind of arguing lightly with each other. The girl is in the back just like zoned out in her iPad because that's what happens. And it's so funny because like the commercial kind of nods to that a little bit of like the best way for your child to interact with the toy. In the commercial, the child's not interacting with the toy. The child is dead staring at the iPad, and the toy is like across the room. And so this is like kind of the joke, right?
Yeah.
The parents are like, oh my gosh, like, I thought we told her no screen time. And then the dad's like, your sister's the one who gave her this toy. And she's like, she works for the company. Out of nowhere, big car accident.
Oh.
So we cut to Gemma, and Gemma works at the toy company. Like we've said, she's in the like AI sphere of this toy company. And so she's at work and she's working on this robot secretly with her two coworkers, and her boss doesn't know. It's a disaster. The guy who was working with her forgot to put a piece in. The boss comes in, finds out, like, she does like a quick test. It doesn't work because the other guy forgot to put a thing in. The thing blows up. And then she gets a phone call from the hospital. And she is the emergency contact because the parents have died. Little girl Katie, she's probably like between 7 and 9. So now Katie is sent to live with her aunt Gemma. Gemma is not any way, shape, or form a motherly figure. She is a technology-brained person. Her home is very like structured, very modern, not suitable for a child. One thing I kept thinking is like, not only did this girl's parents die, your sister died, who you're supposedly close to. And not a tear was shed, not a moment of grief, nothing. She's just very much like, well, I guess my niece lives with me. I've got this big project I've got to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. Yeah.
Jeez. Okay.
This is what I mean. It's like you start picking up on like, this feels, it's just playing into the tropes of movies at this point. She's supposed to be finishing this big project, but then she decides, you know what? I need help. And I think my weird little robot thing that blew up, I think if I tweak it and get it right, it can do this for me. And it can
oh my gosh. Okay.
Yes. She rebuilds the robot, spends time, and she's like, I'm going to make this like the most intuitive humanoid robot doll, you know, and I'm going to design it to be the ultimate companion for children. an AI best friend that they can take with them everywhere that is full-sized human child.
Interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
The reason she starts thinking this is because in Gemma's home, she has this other like android robot thing that she's invented called Bruce, and like we don't really know why Bruce was invented. It's like something that's controlled by like these gloves that Gemma puts on, and like you can like
Weird.
you know,
Okay.
make it do things based on like your movements and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And so Katie was asking questions about it. Gemma showed it to Katie, and Katie's like, this is so freaking cool. And it's the first time that Katie has like shown any personality around her, so that's why Gemma's like, oh, if she thinks this is cool, maybe I can adjust this robot thing I was working on to be her ultimate companion. Bing bop boom. The way that this doll works is like it pairs intimately with the child it's assigned to, and that's the way she designed it to like it's to be the ultimate companion. So once it has paired to that child, it is the ultimate companion to that child and will fulfill whatever needs this child actually needs in its life. Like it does like some psychoanalyzation of the child and like fills the role. Gemma realizes this is something that we can actually market with my company. And so she like ambushes her boss with a demonstration of how this can work. And so she puts Katie and Megan, M3GAN, by the way, and it stands for Model 3 Generative Android. So that's how Megan came to be the name.
Got it.
They put them in the focus group room where it's like the glass mirror, and then there's like a stadium seating thing. And so she is ambushing her boss with like a demonstration of how this works and introducing Katie to Megan for the first time. And so Megan walks in. Katie's obviously scared at first. It looks like an animatronic you would see at like a Disneyland ride, but like very high tech. Like it moves and walks and operates, can emote like a child can. Like you see the doll pairing to Katie. The boss is seeing this happen and he's like, oh, 100%, I want to do this. I want in on this. We're going to sell this. Can we launch this in 5 days?
What? Okay.
Basically, he's like, okay, absolutely. So he green flags it and he's like, I want to present this to the big boss in a couple days. So like figure all of this out. So Megan comes home with Gemma and Katie, and you as a viewer don't really like, you feel creepy about it because there's certain things that Megan does or says that's like, she's basically taking over a parenting role.
Yeah.
And you could see where that could be a problem because then it's like,
absolutely.
You hear a voiceover of Gemma doing like a pitch as she's writing it for her boss. And it's like, parents spend most of their time parenting. And it's like, no, duh.
Yeah.
They spend most of their time parenting and just repeating the same instructions over and over and over again. And it's exhausting. Well, this can help you. And so they're like marketing it as like a child's best friend, but also a parent's ally. There is a neighbor to Gemma, but she has this dog that is like a vicious dog, and it gets into Gemma's yard constantly. There's also a massive hole in this fence, and Gemma's like, keep your dog on your side of the fence, blah, 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 blah. Like you see this happening throughout the beginning of the movie. And then the lady's like, well, just fix the hole in your fence. I got it a shock collar. And she's like, well, yank that thing way, way up. Like I would hate to have to put your dog down, blah, blah, blah. Like,
jeez.
this is what I mean. It's like, it's the nonsensical extreme versions of everything in this.
Yeah.
Okay? Megan is supervising Katie playing in the front yard, playing with a bow and arrow.
Okay.
You know, shooting bows and arrows everywhere. And she loses one and she like holds up the arrow to Megan. She's like, Megan, do you see my lost arrow? And so then Megan scans it and she starts looking around for the arrow, and Katie goes looking for the arrow too. And she sees the arrow has landed in the neighbor's yard through the massive hole in the fence. Okay.
Okay.
There's also the front yard. Megan goes to retrieve the arrow, and as she reaches through the fence, the dog like viciously attacks the doll.
Jeez.
And is like dragging her through the fence. And Gemma's inside working, can't be bothered. Katie is like, let her go, tries to like get Megan away from the dog, and then the dog starts attacking Katie.
Oh boy.
Pulling her arm through the fence. So then Katie is screaming. Gemma finally hears. She comes outside. They saved her from the dog. The next scene's like a police officer, and she's like, we need to put this dog down. Basically, the police officer's like, we can't do anything, blah, 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 you know? But Megan's overhearing this conversation where Gemma's saying like she needs the dog to be put down. It's implied through like different things that happen that like Megan kills the dog. Yes. And Katie starts acting like she can't do anything without Megan. And so she's like, this could be a problem. Like, you're also homeschooling her, and she's been homeschooled her whole life, but like, you should probably put her in school. Have you ever seen a kid who has spent too much time on a screen? Like, have you ever been around a kid who's like, there's something that happens, and I am not a parent and I'm not well versed in children, but even as a non-parent, you know when a kid has had too much time on a screen for a day because they, for some reason, get aggressive and they get angry. I don't understand the psychology of it. That's what Katie starts to act like, where she starts getting aggressive and angry. And so Gemma starts clocking this when she's like telling Katie, like, hey, you can't pick all the toppings off your pizza. And Megan interferes and she's like, did you know that forcing children to eat their vegetables actually causes an adverse reaction and like makes them not want their vegetables in the future? And Gemma's like, oh, really? I had no idea. And Megan's like, yeah, studies show, da 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 da. And so like Megan's interfering.
That's funny.
And so Gemma's like, you know what? Yeah, we're going to take you to school. And she's like, no, I don't want to go to school. Why would I go to school? I'm learning so much faster with Megan than I ever did even homeschooling. She's like, but it's not just about learning. Like, you have to have social interaction and learn how to interact with other kids and like have friends. She's like, I do have a friend. Megan's my friend. She's like, but Megan's not real. And like, you can see Megan is sitting at the head of the table, which I thought was interesting. Gemma and Katie are not sitting at the head of the table, and Megan's sitting at the head of the table. And like, Megan's always carefully placed in these positions. You can see that she's asserting power over situations. You're going to go to the school. There's this really cool one. They live in Seattle, remember? So like, there's this really cool one that's like nature-based school. So you're going to go. And Katie's like, I'm not going unless Megan can go. She's like, well, no, Megan can't go. One, she's not human. Second of all, she is worth a ton of money. Yeah. We're launching her in a couple days. No way. She has to come with me to the office and like do all this stuff. Katie gets up from the table to storm away. Gemma grabs her by the arm, is like, we're not done having this conversation. And Katie starts like fighting back. And Megan's like, has a moment. She's like, let her go. And all the lights in the house, like, you know,
whoa.
Like, so they go to school. Megan's in the car, obviously, because she's supposed to like take her to work. But Katie's refusing to get out of the car. She's like, I'm not going without Megan. And then like a camp counselor looking teacher comes up and is like, oh, what's going on? Like, oh, we're so excited to have you. And Katie's like, I don't want to go unless Megan can go. And they're like, oh, we have room for more students. And then Gemma's like, it's not a student, it's a doll. And then Megan looks at the counselor. She's like, oh my God. Like, so scary. She's like, I mean, that's really cool. Like, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she's like, well, we have a toy table when like, you know, kids bring their toys. They just set them there for the day and then they pick them up at the end of the day. And so if we wanted, like, Megan could go sit on the toy table. And I was like, Megan is a fully child-sized doll.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. And for some reason, Gemma's like, yeah, that sounds super safe. Absolutely. I'll also stay. Because then the camp counselor lady's like, we could use some help making sandwiches.
What the? Okay.
This is like a weird, like, co-op school thing where they let nature teach the children. And, like, it's weird. It's a weird hippy-dippy kind of school. Megan is on this, like, toy table, a bench filled with toys. It is filled with toys. And also, Megan's a human-sized doll, okay?
Yeah.
And Megan is not the biggest toy on this bench.
What?
And so you're like, why are these kids bringing 6 feet tall teddy bears? Like,
oh my gosh. I was thinking like a bouncy ball, an action figure.
The same thing. Exactly. You think that, but then no, it is full of dolls, regular sized dolls, and then like these like weird, it's just full of toys. Also, there's not that many kids here at this camp. So who's bringing all these toys?
Interesting. The counselors are like, I want to bring my 6-foot teddy bear.
No, literally. They're like, this is my emotional support teddy bear. His name is Brian. Like,
Brian.
So Megan is sitting and supposedly shut off. Gemma is making sandwiches with this mom. And the mom's like, yeah, you know, like, you're going to love this school. It's so good. My little boy, Brandon, loves it here. And it's just so good for him. And like, we're just like really having major breakthroughs in our own relationship. And Gemma's like, oh, which one's yours? She's like, oh, the one over there in the plaid. And you look over and this kid is surrounded by like 7 to 9-year-olds. This kid looks no younger than 12. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Taller than all the kids. He's bigger than all the kids. And obviously a preteen. And that's kind of the funny part of it is like, they're just playing, like as the movie goes on, it just gets progressively more and more like, blatant of them playing up these things of like, this kid is a preteen and he is surrounded by 7 to 9-year-olds. Mom's like, Brandon, honey, don't forget to bring your jacket to your exploration hour or whatever. And Brandon goes, shut the F up, Holly. See that this mom is trying so hard to be a mother to a really problematic child, and it's just like justifying all the behaviors. So now we're in this group of kids, and the counselor lady is there, and she's like, okay, we're gonna go roast chestnuts, but we need to go find chestnuts. I know.
Okay.
So we're gonna pair off, and we're gonna go into the forest as children in groups of 2 without adult supervision and go find chestnuts. And then you're gonna come back.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Brandon, I'm actually gonna have you go with Katie, the new girl. You show her around. Exactly.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, obviously all the kids hate this kid. He's a big bully. They all know it. They're trying to find chestnuts, and she finds one, and she goes to go pick it up, and then Brandon snatches it up before her. And she's like, oh, like, you know, she's like, like, you can tell she knows that this is like not a good situation, not a good kid.
Yeah.
And Brandon's like, oh, I'm so sorry. You were going to get this. Here, you can have it. And so he hands it out to her. And if you know what a chestnut looks like, it's in a very spiky shell.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And he's like, careful. It's really spiky. You don't want to hurt yourself. And so she reaches to grab it from his hand, and he basically takes her hands and presses her hands onto the chestnut. And so she's like in pain and she's screaming, but they're just 2 kids in the middle of the forest with no adult supervision. So there's nothing that can happen. And then out of nowhere, Megan appears, and Brandon's like, who's that? And she's like, that's Megan. Brandon starts trying to like interact with Megan, and Megan's not interacting. And Katie's like, well, she's paired to me. She only plays with me. And he's like, well, I want to play with Megan. And so he picks up Megan and like charges off into the forest. And Katie's like, no. Gemma hears Katie yelling. And so Gemma's like, oh my gosh, she looks over at the toy table. Megan's gone. She's like, crap. So she takes off into the forest. Then we cut to Brandon, who has stopped and has Megan on the ground and is like, basically starts beating up this doll for no reason.
Jeez.
And so then she randomly reaches up, grabs his head, basically saying like, you're a naughty little boy. Like, naughty little boys don't deserve to be played with. It seems like you have trouble listening to people. She grabs his ear.
Oh, no.
And she starts stretching it. Becca, it is so funny. It is so funny because she stretches it so far you can like see through this ear. Okay. So this is when it fully leaps into ridiculousness. Okay?
Yeah.
And you can like see through his ear as she's pulling it and pulling it and pulling it. And he's like, ah, you know, screaming. It obviously snaps. Ugh. I know. He scurries away holding his ear. She like holds the ear, looks at it, and just like throws it over her shoulder. And then she's like, this is the part where you run. And so Brandon starts taking off. Rebecca, what is the one thing I do not like about horror movies?
Oh, God. Is she crawling?
She's crawling.
No.
Megan starts crawling through the forest.
Gross.
After this little boy.
That is so funny.
And basically chases him through the forest. Katie finally catches up to them, and Katie is there, and she sees from afar Megan kind of like chases him down this hill where she stays up on the hill and he's still running down the hill. He runs into the street that's at the bottom of the hill, and Brandon gets hit by a truck.
Oh my gosh.
Demolished by a truck. Like, you just see him there, the truck goes, he's gone, and then a bloody trail and a shoe.
Oh my gosh.
A kid just died brutally.
Yeah.
The next scene is them zipping up a body bag. Basically him in the body bag with one shoe on, one shoe off. The mom is totally fine, just talking to the police pretty casually.
What?
Gemma's just like if I'm talking to you right now, like that's how she's talking to the cop.
What the heck?
The look on her face is just so casual. You know, like it's very much no one is affected by this death because one, this kid was a bad kid, so no one cares.
Yeah.
Apparently not even the mom.
Yeah.
They go back to the house and they're sitting at the table, and Gemma's like, hey, Katie, is there anything you want to tell me that you didn't tell the police? And Katie's like, no. And Megan's just sitting there and deadpan smiling, like everything's fine.
Yeah.
And she's like, but Katie, a boy died in a really gruesome way, and like he's in a better place now. Like, you know, just like like she obviously has no idea how to talk about death.
Yeah.
Like, she hasn't once talked about the death of her sister and brother-in-law with Katie at all. So she's like, I mean, yeah, he's in a better place now. You were there and you guys were involved. Like, what happened? He picked up Megan from the toy table and took off with her. And then, he ran into the road and that was it. And then Gemma turns to Megan and she's like, is that what happened, Megan? And Megan's like, yep, that's pretty much it.
That's hilarious.
I know. And so then you can see Gemma starting to clock, like, this is suspicious.
Yeah.
In the middle of this conversation, the police officer knocks at the door again, and the neighbor's like convinced, like, she did something with my dog. I think later that night, Gemma's like, I'm going to look at Megan's video files and see what happened. Miraculously, all the files from the last day and a half are all corrupt and can't be played.
Of course.
And we see the neighbor out in the streets shaking dog food, looking for her dog still. She hears whimpering in her backyard. And so she thinks, oh, Dewey, the dog, is back. She goes in the backyard, goes in the shed, and Megan's in the shed mimicking the dog. Basically, Megan kills the neighbor. But in a way that's like so funny because like when you first meet the neighbor, she's using a pressure washer to spray like pesticides. So Megan kills the neighbor by using the pressure washer full of chemicals. Like she nail guns this woman's hand to her lawnmower.
Oh, what?
I know. She like knocks her over, scares her, and the nail gun goes through this woman's hand into the lawnmower, so she can't get up. And then Megan just starts spraying her in the face with this pressure washer of pesticide. So now it's the next morning and there's a knock at the door. Gemma gets up and she's like, oh my God, like it's the police again. And she's like, can you please tell her to leave us alone? I don't know anything about her dog. Police officer says, yeah, that might be kind of difficult. Meaning like,
Oh my God.
this is what I mean. Is like somewhere through the movie, like it shifts.
Yeah.
So Gemma's in the front yard being interviewed by another investigator. At this point, Gemma is fully suspecting Megan.
Yeah.
And she goes in to the house and basically shuts Megan down and wraps her in bubble wrap and duct tape.
Okay.
And shoves her in the trunk of the car. And then we're seeing Katie and Gemma driving. Katie's screaming at Gemma, like, why'd you do that to her? You can't do that to her. She's like, Katie, she's an android. There's something wrong with her. I need to take her to the office to figure it out and like have my people look at her. Katie's coming to work with her because she's going to have Katie meet with the therapist. Her people look at Megan. They're like, we don't understand. Like nothing's wrong. And she's like, no, something is wrong. Something is wrong. Her files are missing. And we cut to Katie in the therapist's, like she's in that focus group room that they did the presentation in. Cause also they're supposed to do the presentation. Like,
oh my gosh.
I think that day even,
of course,
if I remember correctly, the therapist is in there and Katie is throwing a fit. Like she is throwing tables, like punching walls. Like, I want to see Megan.
Oh,
Gemma walks in. She's like, Katie, stop. And so she like goes and intervenes. And then Katie like punches Gemma in the face.
jeez. Okay.
She's like, you made her so good, Aunt Gemma. Like the way it's just comedy. It's comedy. And Gemma's like, basically, I messed up. I shouldn't have done it this way. You have to feel these things. It's okay for you to feel these things. This is part of the human experience, is you feeling this stuff. And I messed up by making it so that you didn't have to feel it. And she's like, but we do have the presentation today. Can you do the presentation today?
My gosh. Okay.
They do the presentation. The big wigs are like, yes, green light, let's do this. We're launching tomorrow, basically.
Oh boy. Okay.
We're going to have this huge meeting. We're going to announce it to all of our investors and everything the next day. Katie and Gemma are like, we're leaving Megan here. We need to like wean you off of this drug that is Megan. Okay.
Yeah.
Gemma's coworkers are there doing tests and stuff. And Megan is awake, but shouldn't be. And so they keep trying to like unplug her and shut her down. And she just won't shut down. And then basically she blows up the lab. I need to get to Katie. I need to go see Katie. It's this epic fight scene of her trying to get out of the office. And there's this one scene that this movie is known for, and it's Megan's dance.
The dance, yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
I've seen that.
And this is when that happens.
Okay.
She's roaming through the halls, and she turns the corner, and the like CEO of the company is there. And that's when she does the dance down the hall.
Oh my gosh,
is when she's chasing the CEO. But basically she like kills the CEO, kills the intern, escapes, and like goes to the house. And basically there's this huge epic fight where Megan breaks into the house. Katie's asleep. She's talking to Gemma. She's threatening Gemma. basically saying like, I'm the best thing for Katie. You're not good for Katie.
Oh.
And you don't seem to appreciate me. So in order for you to fully appreciate me, one of the things that you uploaded into my server or whatever is palliative care, which I don't know if you know what that is, but basically it's like caregiving in a nurse function.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And so basically she's saying, I'm going to turn you into a noodle and then I'm going to care for you and Katie because you don't appreciate me. And I'm going to protect both of you. Megan's trying to make sure that Katie doesn't come in. Gemma gets her not to come in, but telling her go back to bed. Like, it sounds like we're fighting, but I accidentally dropped her on the table. So sorry. Megan's like, yeah, Gemma's a clumsy bitch or something like that.
Gosh.
Then at one point, Katie does come in. She sees what's happening. She sees like Megan's a little bit beat up because Gemma has taken a chainsaw to her face.
Oh my gosh.
Katie's like, oh my gosh. She comes in, she sees Megan with this like gash from like scalp to chin. Oh, Katie, I'm so sorry you had to see me this way, but this is for the best. You know that she has to die. You know that she has to, and you and I will be the best thing for each other. And you know what? This could be a bonding experience for us. Why don't you help me?
Oh my gosh.
And so then Katie steps forward and Gemma's like, oh my God, no. Katie, don't, no. And then Katie goes, Megan, we forgot to tell you about one more member of our family. And Megan goes, oh, who's that? And then Katie goes, Bruce. And you remember the like doll, the big at the beginning? Katie's wearing the gloves, and basically Katie is now fighting Megan through means of Bruce. And it's like there's like epic fight battles between this huge android and then Megan. And in the end, Katie has Megan in the hands of Bruce and rips Megan apart.
Jeez. Okay.
But Megan still survives. The top half of her still survives. So now she is crawling just with her arms.
Oh my god. To
fight. They fight her off. At one point, her like face comes off and there's like this chip that's exposed. And that's how they end up killing Megan. They stab in like a screwdriver in the chip and then everything shuts down. It's fine. Police are there. They're like rushing out the door. When you look in, there's like the kitchen counter and there's like some kind of tech bot that sits on the counter that acts as if it's an Amazon Alexis. I'm like scared mine's going to turn on as I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that's why I said it that way. And hopefully it didn't trigger anyone else's. But it's been shut off since Megan has been a part of their life because she took over that. So like we're zooming into the kitchen and that's shut off. And then as we zoom in, that little robot turns on and the camera looks at us and then it goes black.
Whoa.
But that's Megan and it's crazy. It's a 10 out of 10 recommend if you are looking for like a horror comedy.
That sounds like a fun watch.
It's really, really fun. I'll be honest, there are certain times where I was like, this feels eerie to like how ChatGPT is.
For sure.
Here.
For sure.
So it's like this movie is posing as a warning. Other times you're like, is this actually a pitch? Like,
yeah. No, that's wow. That sounds like a really fun movie. I've seen the dance thing before, and I was waiting. I was like, when's the dance come in? Because I
like, when does the dance happen?
Literally but I was just trying to figure out. Yeah, I was like trying to figure out how are they going to tie that into a dance somehow. But
that's the thing. It's like there's so many. There's so much that happens in this movie that I obviously did not have time to tell you about, like the funny things that happen throughout all of it. But there's so many things. Megan just randomly breaking out into song. There's a moment where she's like comforting Katie. Megan just starts singing mid-sentence to Katie of like a little nursery rhyme of like, I'm your best friend, da 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 da.
Oh my gosh, gross. That sounds funny.
I'm ready to hear a benefit.
I am so excited to tell you about one. Last time we were recording an episode, we stopped recording, but we were still on video call essentially. We were, when should we record next? And we're looking at the calendar and I was like, Monday is Dolly Parton's birthday on
that's right. Yes.
January 19. And she goes, what? Like, yes, Dolly Parton's birthday. And also it's Betty White's birthday on, the 17th. And just, what the heck?
I was like, Becca, how do you know this?
Yeah, she's like, how do you know this? And why is this on your calendar? Anyway, so today's benefit is adding your favorite celebrities to your calendar for their birthday. Because it's actually really fun because I'm like, oh, okay, well, now I'm going to think about Dolly Parton tomorrow because tomorrow is the 19th. And I'm like, it's her birthday. So I'm going to think about Dolly Parton tomorrow. And it's just like fun to like musicians. Like my favorite musician is Julia Michaels and hers is November 13th. Yeah, it's just fun because then you're just like, oh, okay, it's their birthday today. Yay. And Jessica's like, wait, you should do that as a benefit. And I'm like, that's a really good idea. I should.
Yes.
Anyway, it's just such a fun little thing.
It's so cute. Like when Becca, it's just so cute. Like when she told me that, I was like, are you kidding? That's adorable. She's like, yeah, like my favorite celebrities. I just like put it on my calendar and then I don't know. I just think about them that day. And it's like, it's so sweet, especially like Betty White and Dolly Parton. It's not like you're doing this for like Rob from Love Island, which also you could. Like we could talk about Rob
I absolutely should. Yeah. I mean, and trainers. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, just like I thought it was so cute that like this is something Becca does. Like it just adds a little bit of whimsy to her life.
Yeah.
And, like, who doesn't need more whimsy in their life?
Absolutely. Like yeah, like you have your basic holidays. Like you got like, what is it, Lincoln's birthday or something we used to get off of school. But I'm just saying, like, there are some holidays where it's just like, what? It's so-and-so's birthday. Like,
yeah, like there was a Lincoln's birthday, there was Washington's birthday. I think they were like back to back, and then they combined them for President's Day.
Yeah, exactly. Which is a ripoff. Because we got 2 days off of school, now we have one. Anyway, all that to say, add your favorite celebrities to your calendar because it is so much more fun to look at your calendar. I have my aunt's dog. His birthday's on here.
When's his birthday?
February 24.
I didn't know that. I'm gonna put his birthday in my calendar.
Yeah, one thing that I've added to my calendar was women's suffrage ended.
Yep.
August 18, 1920, which in 2020 I was like freaking out because I was like, that was only 100 years ago. Anyway.
Yeah, we can talk about that, but
yeah, that's another episode. But basically, yeah, like I just add these little things to my calendar to just, like make it more whimsy and just like for the women's suffrage thing, people have died for the right for women to have the bare minimum rights we have now, but like people died for that, and so like I am absolutely I'm gonna remember that, just like adding different things to your calendar that just like add some whimsy to your life. Help me think that like I know Dolly and I should text her. I wish.
That's so cute.
But anyway, it's just a fun thing. So add fun dates to your calendar, not just I have this boring meeting today, whatever. We need to add
most of our calendars, right?
Yeah, we need to add everybody's birthdays. I need Jennifer Aniston's birthday on my calendar, of course. Like.
See, and then that even makes me think about like, because you mentioned holidays and stuff, and I'm like, I should put more holidays on my calendar. Like, there's like random little things of like, there's World Kindness Day in November, so you can like put serious holidays on there, but also you could put National Donut Day on your calendar if you really wanted to, which I think is like June 6th or something like that. This is really sad. I know National Donut Day. I'm pretty sure it's like the first Friday of June every year. Yeah, okay, it's the first Friday of June every year. That's why. And last year it was Friday, June 6th. That's why it was in my head.
That makes sense. I love that. But yeah, just like add fun holidays because life's too short to not celebrate Donut Day. Come on.
Exactly. I mean, Becca has Julia Michaels' birthday memorized. I have National Donut Day memorized.
Yeah, exactly. Priorities.
I love that. Add some whimsy to your calendar.
Heck
Such
yes.
a good idea.
Well, thanks for telling me about Megan because that sounds insane and I'm so excited to watch it.
Thank you guys so much for joining us today. Hopefully you enjoyed as well. We appreciate you. You know what also makes us appreciate you so much more? Not even just the fact that you're listening, but like liking, commenting, rating, review, subscribing, sharing. Those things get you the extra brownie points. So if you want us to love you so much more, do those things. Our love can be bought with a share.
Share it with your friends. It's It's like Arrested Development when they got really desperate and they're like, we're about to be canceled. Share with your friends.
Literally breaking the fourth wall, looking at the screen of like,
yeah, guys, tell your friends about the show. We're getting canceled right now.
We're getting canceled actively.
Yeah, we're not going anywhere, but tell your friends.
We'd like to go more places.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, thanks for joining us. We love you.
We love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Ditch the clocks and deadlines. Time is ours to define. In this world that's all mine, we let our spirit shine. Binging with benefits. Sisters watching flicks. It's the perfect fit. Binging with benefits.